brings you guys your coffee and nothing for me?
There she is.
What's wrong with that boy?
I don't know.
Some boy, what's wrong with him?
Okay, we're waiting for you.
No, I was waiting for Musa. But... Hey man, I wasn't missing the meeting because of this.
Okay. Let's go.
Are you taping?
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad I didn't say what I was going to say.
Oh yes. We always, whenever the camera is here, they put the filter on.
But no, it wasn't about a filter. It was about saying something that's private in the family.
Okay.
Oh,
Good,
yes.
good, good.
Coffee.
As,
Thank you, Lord.
where am I gonna go in here? I'll go over your legs.
Yeah, it's fine.
Tight squeeze.
Can't reach it
You
otherwise.
taking all my pillows?
Because I'm short and I can't get rid of it.
Oh. Oh, that's my job anyways.
What's your job?
Make sure you're comfortable.
Oh, you got your new jeans on. Everybody look, new jeans again. New jeans. The old jeans
They're
are...
starting to get a bit stretchy, so they're more comfortable.
Oh,
Okay.
bro.
Hi, Jacobo.
Hai mwalimu.
What's up?
Nilikuwa naomba kuuliza kwa maji ya kujaza kisima. Naanza shimo
Sorry, not
kwetu
enough
pale
milk in there.
au
I'll get lots.
bwawa,
Coming up, Fikiri.
kwa sababu nilifikiri maji ya chemba
Yeah.
niongeze kwenye samaki
It looks terrible. I said that
bwawa
to
ndogo.
myself. I did it.
Okay,
not him.
it's okay.
I was taking
But
from
we're
the- I was
tunapiga
taking from the
video
boil,
sasa.
Sawa.
but I
Don't-
added
nataka
water
kusema
and I wanted to take it
kusalimia.
before I added water.
Sawa.
You know what I mean?
Joe. This is Jacobo, our gardener and the farm manager. Come over here.
Come over here. Oh,
Kneel down. Go down a bit. Yeah. Say hi.
Hi.
He's not shy. We call him a scofo, which means bishop, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. He's got the James Earl Jones voice, and he's a big prayer. When he prays, whoa,
Yeah,
you feel powerful.
yeah. And then the sound is coming.
Roar.
Yeah.
you have a cold
Big
now
face.
too?
Yeah, it's cold.
Oh, now it's your turn.
Oh yeah.
What do you mean called?
Like Mafua.
Oh,
Mafua, yeah.
Yeah, he does.
Does Mafua have fever, or is it just like
Little
sneeze
bit.
and blowing the
Sometimes-
nose?
sometimes.
Yeah.
That's Mafua, eh?
Till bana kidogo.
Yeah.
More in the head, right?
Yeah.
That's what we call a cold.
Cold, right?
Yeah. Flu is when it
Flu
goes
is-
into your chest and you get fever.
Yeah, okay.
And your bones
You
hurt?
cough.
Yeah.
Coughing.
No.
Coughing,
No.
you can get a cough with cold too. Yeah, but it's more down here.
Yeah.
A cold is more in the head.
Okay.
Yeah. And it's,
Flu is when
it's not
you're
as
in bed.
serious, but when it goes down here, it's
When
really
you're in
serious.
bed and you have fever and every bone in your body aches and you just...
Yeah, so this is the flu,
This is the season.
cold or flu season, right?
Yeah.
Right now, because of the cold everywhere.
Yeah.
People are
I
not
think
moving
it's-
very much.
It's because of the weather also.
Of course
It
it is.
used to be
It's freezing.
raining season.
Yeah,
Yeah, cold and mafua is everywhere.
yeah.
But now because there is supposed to be summer or dry season.
Yeah.
But now it's like this.
It's
Gerald.
interesting that most of our Dashir workers, if they keep working, you don't get a cold as easy. But when you go home and you sit
Yeah.
around for a
Yeah.
while, it's easier to get.
Very, yes.
But physical activity helps a lot for the body to be strong against immunity.
Oh, Daryl, one of the guests asked about a story that Jeremiah is supposed to tell today about a gnu.
Not a gnu.
Gnu.
It's-
I can't say that
I
right.
mean the wildebeest.
oh yes.
That word I know.
Yeah, one guest
G
was
and U.
saying
Ruth was asking.
No.
Gnu.
Yeah.
Gnu.
there's a
Gnu.
story about the wildebeest that you
When you were
that
with
you
Ruth
told
and all
Ruth and
that
Art
thing.
in their group.
And she said, tell Jeremiah to share that on Friday.
It's a funny story about.
You should have told him yesterday so you had time to remember.
Oh.
Yeah, it was
Are
there.
you blank?
Yeah, I can't get the story yet.
Oh,
Probably I know the story.
okay. If you get
Is
it,
it about
fine.
the crossing?
Maybe. I
Maybe.
don't know, but
Oh.
she said it's a very funny story.
Were there maybe crocodiles coming after the...
Oh no,
wildebeest?
don't try. Sure. I don't think-
That's not really funny.
Anyways, if it doesn't come, Ruth will be watching this and she'll let us
Because
know.
there is
what
a
the
story about why are they not crossing?
Yes.
They get there. Why are they taking time? Because their faces is ugly. Eh?
The face is ugly.
Yeah, when they get to the water, it reflects.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they see how ugly they are, and it's like, oh.
That'll be it.
It might be something else. Anyways,
Yeah,
Ruth will,
probably
Ruth,
something else,
Ruth
but
will,
that's
will
one of
say
them.
what it, I know you have many stories.
They see their ugly face
Yeah.
and turn around. Ah, who's that?
So this week we celebrated a big milestone at Dcsl for Shirley and I. Monday was exactly 10 years since we arrived in Tanzania. We came in the middle of the night on a plane, August 10th, 2010. And
We were met by a 14-year-old.
yeah, we were
James and Javita's 14-year-old
escorted
son Jason.
to home by a 14-year-old and his uncle
Was
to
Brian?
our first home.
Siggy was, but
His uncle.
Yeah,
Jason was our host. He was so cheerful and enthusiastic and hugging and kissing us. And by the time, then we realized our yellow fever needles were not done. So we had to do that in the middle of the night. So that wasn't good for me when I had already had no sleep. And then we got home, I think at 3 in the morning. And Jason, he brought all our suitcases. We came with only 8 suitcases, our whole life in there. He opened up the side hallway door because our bedroom was on that section of their house, and he brought them all in, and then he sat in our bedroom and he just marveled. And I still remember seeing him sitting there, Daryl, looking at everything. And I said, Jason, what time do we have to be up tomorrow morning? And then Daryl said, in 5 hours of sleep or 4. We want to wake up at 8, and we want a tour of your shamba, their farm and their yard and land area.
Yeah.
So at that point I said, okay, the enthusiasm is ending now for me. All I want to find is my toothbrush and a bar of soap and shampoo, quickly have a shower and go to bed. That night I think was 4 hours sleep. And little Jason was just waiting in the morning to see us again and take us everywhere and chatting and smiling. He is a sweetheart. Now he's what, 21?
Yeah,
21 and grown boy and in university.
21. Well, 14 and 10 is not
Well,
21.
Sorry, 24. Okay, I'm a bit off.
It's okay.
I woke up rough.
Yeah, that was. It feels like a long time ago, but it's in a very ways short as well.
But I'm going to tell you, guests, what was the best part and marker of celebration of our 10 years. To be able to have all our Dcsl family and Simon and Jeremy and all our family sitting up here where all of you do at the table. And then we had a few friends invited. There were about 42 of us. All the Dcsl staff there. And then everyone got the steak meal and the 4-course dinner. So it started, you probably saw on Facebook yesterday, the leek potato soup, the herb bread, grape sunflower seed salad, then the filet steak. And here's another kicker. It was our own Dcsl cow that we killed that morning. So they got filet steak, mashed potatoes. Many of them didn't know what mashed potatoes were. And corn, and then chocolate cake with Kahlua icing. So they got each meal, and Daryl's big thing telling everybody's, the Messiah especially, or others in the bush, you have to learn to cut with a knife your steak. And they did really good. I didn't see it. I was helping serve the
they
meal.
did really good.
Yeah.
I was shocked actually.
But to me,
How good they were.
But-
Our kids never did that good.
I know. But to me, to see our Dcsl family eat what all of you eat and get that top meal, boy, was that ever fun to serve them. And my whole team, we sat down here in the lower level and we served them all the 4-course dinner, one after another after another. It was a really, really fun day.
Yeah.
But that's the highlight for me. To let them experience what all of you experience.
And we'll share more about that in the next coming posts, a bit more about the meal. And then we had a lot of talking. We talked about the history of what people went through, and different workers came up and talked. I have a video of you, Simon.
Oh,
You're talking
my
a
goodness.
mile a minute in Swahili.
Woo!
I have about 3 minutes, which I'll show to the guests.
Yeah, he was nervous, and it was like, wow, I've never seen Simon like that.
Yeah. So you were talking about, well, you can explain in English a few of the things. I know one of the things was about drinking water and,
Headaches.
yeah, and your start of work. So maybe just say a few things in English about what it was like.
I remember when we came to starting to work, it's very hard because always in Arusha or in another company, only we drive only car. But here, you need to do many things. Dig the foundation
Yeah.
or slash the grass. So it's tough for me first time. But I remember one day, Musa finished to flash the grass, and then he come night to sleep, and then he tell me, my goodness, I'm very sick. So I say, okay, and maybe I can find for you the medicine. And then I give the medicine, and then he tell me, medicine don't help me. Okay, and then I tell, okay, maybe it's best to go to Mwalim to talk morning, and then he come to you, and then he tell Mwalim, I'm very sick. I need maybe to go in the hospital, and then you tell maybe you can drink water. And then Musa, I don't believe. He say, my goodness, water don't help me. I say, maybe water is best.
I don't know that.
And then we learn later, medicine is not good for health, for body. Water is good many times to help the body. So it's good for you to tell the
Medicine
staff.
is good too. It's just everybody here, when they have one little owie or pain, everybody wants to run to what he called Panadol. Like aspirin.
Painkiller.
Painkiller,
Everybody
yeah.
just wants a quick fix,
When
real
you
quick.
say medicine, it's painkiller.
And we tell them, no, you don't
Yeah.
need that. Drink water. Probably dehydrated.
Drink water,
It's
slow
hot.
down a bit, and rest a bit.
Yeah, and rest.
I always told my students that too. Is they're not feeling well for gym class, and I say, okay, just rest a bit, drink some water, and then try again. And most of the time that works. So I did the same thing here. And Jeremiah, you shared a few stories also.
Yeah, I did. My story was about how I get here and the way you welcomed me. It was nice. And then the next time you say, okay, you should try some farm work. That was the hard part. I almost quit. But the funny part is when I phoned my wife, it's like, okay, I'm quitting this job. It's very tough and I can't do it. So she said, is that job, is other guys, like other men doing the same thing you are doing?
Yeah.
I said, yes. So why don't you do it? You're also a man. So I felt very embarrassed.
Way to go, Wayne! Are you a man or a mouse?
She's saying that to me.
If you're not a man, you can quit. But if you're a man, you
If you're a
should keep
man,
working.
moving.
Hey, keep going. Are you a man?
What you were working on the new chalets
The
over
first
there,
one, yeah.
digging.
Digging
Foundation?
Foundation.
In the rain.
It was
the rain,
raining and it was muddy.
Muddy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That was very, very, very tough.
we actually saw you and we thought we were kind of making bets. Is he gonna make it or is he not gonna make it?
Even
We
all
got-
the
we,
stuff.
we were 50-50.
Yeah. All the staff also saying, oh,
This
he
one won't
won't
make
make it.
Yeah.
There is no way he can make it.
I remember one day Mwalimu, Jeremiah he gone to the swimming pool, and then Mwalimu he worked in the office, and then he asked me, where Jeremiah is? I tell Mwalimu in the swimming pool. Mwalimu tell me, just you wait. Next week, this guy.
He was swimming, like actually in the water with me.
swimming, yes.
So when
he's
I was
with
teaching
you.
him how to
that
swim,
was, yeah.
oh,
Then
I was
Mwalimu
giving
tell
you
me,
swimming lessons.
just wait. Next week, oh, can
It'll
Let
be
him have-
different.
Let him
it
have
will
fun
be
swimming.
different completely.
Let him have fun swimming with Mama. Next week the body's gonna hurt even more.
So even most of the drivers, the one who also came at the year, they've tried the same thing, but they couldn't make it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Most of them is like, oh no, I'm done.
Yeah.
This is among the all interview. This is a different one.
Yeah, that's the
Yeah.
one
Most
thing.
people think you can just come and show you a CV.
Your resume.
Yeah, and okay, you can do a job.
Yeah.
But here's another thing the drivers would say. We would usually have us four and Ali Asante, and then we'd interview like maybe 3-4 guys at a time. And Daryl would go down the road and he would ask them, what's your name? What's your wife's name? How many kids do you have? What's their names? And ask about their personal life too. And many of them would tell Jeremiah later, never ever do they ever get to meet a boss in any company. It's always done by somebody else. So they found this very, very different and overwhelming that they actually could sit with us and talk. And I thought, oh my goodness, even if we had 200 people, I'd want to sit with every person and get to know them or know who's in their family or what their life is like. So James and Javita even said too when they left, the ones we lived with, he wrote this week after the party, and he said, we need to write the stories that all of you staff shared. That day, there was an open mic time, and everybody shared stories about when they first came to Deshir. Some of them 10 years ago, some 7, some 5. They all shared their stories, and the next morning, those that didn't get to talk carried on in our morning circle meeting that we have. They carried on, and they started sharing
It's
stories.
like 4 hours of stories.
We've had 4 hours of stories. So James says, you need to write some of these things down. And he's right. Because some of the stories we hadn't heard about till this day. Some that we won't tell you because, wow.
And there's some dangerous stories
Yeah,
too. Where,
wow.
we thank God that safety was with us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But right now, when I finish the job here, I can work wherever because if I don't drive, I can do many things.
Okay.
Because I learn more now.
You can plant your own gardens.
Yeah.
You can dig your own,
Yes.
do your own building work.
Foundation,
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
You can even
Do
do
your
some
own
tiling.
painting and
Yeah.
tiling because you
Yeah.
learn that here.
Yeah.
Jeremiah's put painting on his walls.
Yeah.
You have painted your own walls in your house instead of paying a fundi. Of course, it's good to work with someone, but just to do a room, you can now do it on your own instead of pay
Yeah.
somebody.
One thing that came out in all the stories that we said is that the beginning is very difficult.
Yeah.
Most people
yeah.
it was not easy, and even for us here at Dcsl, I mean, some days we didn't think we could make it. How are we gonna get the money? Where are we gonna go? This whole building fell down one time.
Yeah.
One day,
Everybody was
just
crying, but us.
twisted and went poof. And we went, and everyone's crying, and we have
We
to
had to be
come
strong.
and support the people. And
Cyprian was here.
we're feeling, and we said, oh, how can we make it? But pole, everyone did a little bit, and we're here today, 10 years later. We thank God. Maybe we'll tell a few more stories next time.
Yeah.
Or we'll see how it goes. You'll get your new or your wildebeest story.
Yeah.
Figure that out for next time.
Yeah.
If you're here, maybe if you're not, we'll bring someone else and we'll do it next time. But anyways, wish you guys a good day.
Yes.
Yeah.
Guys.
Ask us any questions if you want, and if you want us to talk about anything, let us know. Give us your comments as well.
And then I need to say the government sent a train yesterday, starting from Dcsl to
Oh,
Arusha.
train.
Oh.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
So
The
I want to
train
go
is
to
running.
Dar on
Yes.
train.
With people or cargo or
cargo.
both?
Cargo.
A cargo
Yeah.
train.
And then he says this
Cement a
month,
lot, eh?
80 tons.
passengers.
80 tons of cement.
She
Yeah.
said this month passengers too.
Yeah.
Really?
Wow, that's a safe way to go to Dar.
Okay, Magufuli, our
Yes.
president.
Hey! Have a great
Okay.
summer day, all of you. Wow, I would like to go to Dar on train.
Also me.
Yep.
I
You
train.
want to go on train?
Yes.
No, I just want to go to Moshi and
Why?
see how it's closer.
first.
Do a
Yeah.
short ride.
Do a short trip. You're right.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll do that one. day. We'll go.
How are they gonna get it with cows crossing the railroad tracks? Are the cows gonna
I think
move
there is
or
a honk. They are like doing honk maybe.
they honk?
Every crossing there is a crossing.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
So you hope the people who are watching the cows and
Yeah.
everything are, because sometimes cows, well,
Daryl, what do you
especially
think
sheep.
happens in
Sheep are
Botswana?
stupid, right? More than
Yeah,
anything, they can just walk anywhere without even seeing the train coming.
I guess the shepherd boys have to watch.
Yeah.
You can hear it.
You can hear
Yeah,
it
you can
coming,
hear
eh?
it from here,
Ah,
yeah.
so they can hear the vibration and the.
I
and the
think
sound.
now as we're
No.
talking, there is a honk.
You can hear a honk
Yeah,
now.
from here. Yes.
Not me.
Oh, so you have good ears.
Quiet.